Be strong.
Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be taking the chess personality test, so I hope you enjoy and let's get started. Okay, so question 1. Which side would you rather play in the following position, black to move? Okay, so takes. Okay, so right away I'm thinking like if bishop takes knight and knight takes bishop, then queen takes over here on g7, forking the rook and knight because the knight can't be retooken because the bishop's spin to the king. And if taken back with pawn, then white's castling here is ruined, and if they try to castle queen side to defend their king, then the bishop will be hanging. So really, I just think white is winning, so I think I should go white. When you play in tournaments, do you usually score with consistent results, or do you often perform on the extremes, either really well or really poorly? I rarely ever perform like really well, like in top threes, but unless I'm playing in a tournament with like all grandmasters or something, I don't usually do really poorly. Sometimes I do, but not too often. So mostly pretty consistent results. I'm probably gonna go with that. Okay, black has which position? Black has given up a critical sworn square d5. I mean, I don't completely think that is true, but okay. I mean, let's see what B is. Black has a lot of potential counterplay with the bishop pair and the f5 pawn break. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with B, just because these statements are true. I mean, black has a bishop pair, and in the future it can be very devastating for white. And I mean, that pawn break can be really strong and can really damage white because then the knight will be really easy to go away to get removed. And speaking of the knight getting removed on A, like he hasn't given up D5, and even if he has, like it's a dealable with, like whatever. So probably B. Let's say means closer to the truth. I bring my best game when facing opponents I dislike. I don't really notice. Okay, that's hard because I mean, dislike. Like, I mean, I guess dislike. You don't like him because of his like strategy or your history with him, but I mean, I bring my best game no matter what. Like, I don't care, you know. But I don't really always not notice my opponent. Like usually I don't care, but when it's like a master, I mean, of course I care. Like when you're facing a master, when not being a master yourself, I mean, I'm sure for almost everybody it lays some kind of impact. So most of the time I don't notice, but all of the time I bring my best game. So hey, black has just played d5. Mr. Take on g5, retreat to g3. Okay, yeah. Probably retreat to g3 because I feel like um after takes, bishop h7 doesn't really help. The bishop is attacking the king, or focused on the king, and queen can't even go to f3 because of the bishop. So white really just can't attack after being down a knight for 2 pawns. So I think retreat to g3. Do you play gambits? Yes. I'm not even gonna try to think that through. I do think whether or not to it allows the placement of the pieces to decide. Okay, this is a tough one. I mean, I'm not too sure, but I think B because I mean, like it depends, but in this position at least, I feel like you really have to calculate the different variations because here evaluating the placement of the pieces doesn't really help you because here there are like 70 different pieces with like a 5 second look at the chessboard. I really just gonna feel like, okay, piece over there, piece over there, piece over here, piece over here, piece here, here, here. No, attack is pretty good. Like that's not gonna work with all these pieces on this side. But if you just calculate all the variations, you're solid. So I would calculate all the variations, I think. In serious time pressure, are you more likely to miss attack, attack, move pieces aimlessly? Okay, this is a weird question because if you move pieces aimlessly, then you're most likely going to miss a tactic. But if you miss a tactic, that's most likely because you were moving pieces aimlessly. I mean, I try not to move pieces aimlessly, but I usually miss a tactic. So I guess miss a tactic makes more sense, but I feel like this question altogether doesn't make too much sense. Which of these ideas do you prefer for white? White should trade bishops and put a strong knight on d4, which will prevent any counterplay from black doubling works on the c5 by defending c2. Okay. No. I mean, I think A, just because if B, white pushes this, you don't misplace the bishop, it just goes back wherever it wants. And what are you gonna, like, are you gonna pawn storm with one pawn? Like, I'm sure that's gonna go very well. No doubt. Um, but white should, I mean, trade bishops, sure. And then getting the nice knight outpost over here just blocks the rooks, unlike B, allowing the rooks to do whatever they want. Doesn't seem like a great option to me for B, but I mean, yeah, definitely A. You rather start with play D5 or F5? It depends. In like a really serious game, like my life depends on this or something like that, I'd rather have them play F5 just because in England, like D4 F5 is England Gambit. And if white knows how to play against England Gambit, it's winning. Like England Gambit is a little bit winning for white. So technically, I'd rather have F5, but I'm just trying to have some fun in D5 just because it has more lines that I don't know, so more potential fun. But I mean, they're probably talking about like really like focused games, but the majority of my games I just play for fun. So I'm gonna have to go D5. You've been ahead of pawn for the most of the games. You only have 5 minutes left in this position. Should play on or shoot your pawn off? Okay, 3 pawns, 2 pawns, passing pawn, 1 pawn. Okay, I'm ashamed to say this, but I think B off red draw. Just because I've had so many experiences where I think, oh my god, my opponent just offered me a draw. Like, who does he think he is? Like, come on, dude. I'm up like a knight. Like, how are you gonna win? And then I lose at the end. Or, for example, when, I don't know, I'm I'm winning, but there's some protection that he has, but I don't draw anyway, but then I lose at the end, something like that. I had so many experiences. Trust me, it was not very fun. So I think I'd rather offer a draw just to be safe. Which statement comes closest to your feelings? It's always a joy to be. Oh my god, come on! Come on! What is. Come on! Oh my god. The odds of winning are slightly higher than. Yes. Okay, I'd say A just because I mean it's fun just facing somebody who's beaten you before because then you have something to strive for. I feel like, and this is just a statement. Like I mean, sure it's true, but we're talking about feelings here, and this is not a very feelings question. So A. With plenty of time on your clock, what would you do in this position? Try 96. Hmm. I'm not sure. I mean, I like both of these options, but B, in my opinion, is a little bit better, just because if after you trade everything and you go rook over here, they can just go rook up, you go rook over here, and it's a pretty equal position, but black's king gets to the action quicker, therefore black can make some action quicker, whether it's good action or bad action. Um, and I mean, but if you just spend time calculating if this does anything good for you, then you'll probably, if it's bad for you, then you'll probably realize that it's bad for you, and you won't go there, and you won't make a mistake. So just, and you have plenty of time on your clock too, as stated. So definitely be, or not. I mean, yeah. What do you think of the famous saying, "Chess is okay"? I mean, I know what they mean when 99% tactics. Like, they don't actually mean 99, but they mean like mostly tactics. Even if it was like 51%, I still disagree. Much of chess is the openings, the end game, the mid game. I mean, the position, the like position, like by en passant, like positionally breaking through. It's not all tactics. It's attacking. It's definitely not all or pretty much all tactics. Like, there are 7 different concepts, and many of them are the same, if not more important than tactics in chess. So I disagree. How do you feel of this one? The words going through my mind are literally copying option A. Like, what are you doing? You're down a rook now. His queen can just go away, and you're down in exchange. What did you accomplish? 2 minor pieces out? They're not even doing anything. His king's completely safe. Like, no way. I don't know. Like, these words are reading my mind right now. Losing game, have you ever broken something or yelled out loud? I don't recall ever breaking something. Maybe I have, just don't remember. But I definitely, like many times, have yelled out loud after losing. So yes, yes, yes. Right to playing castle. And these questions are tough. Um, um. Okay, I haven't like looked too much, but I feel like queenside should be better, just because you castle a queenside. Although the pin on the knight, like you can always go rook over there, pressure the bishop, and get rid of the pin. And also then like you just keep your rook like over this pawn and leave a lot of space to attack his king and have a really nice position. If king is side, then it's just an equal position. I feel like you just play chess. It's not much. Which is closer to the truth? I get excited or nervous before a game. I don't worry about prizes, money, titles, or honors I play. I just play my game. I just play my game. Unless it's in a tournament where I'm like in the final match. If I win, I'm facing like Magnus Carlsen. If I win, like, I don't know, I get like $1 trillion. Then I don't get excited or nervous before a game. I just play my game usually. How would you come up with a play in this position as white? It's interesting for weakness of black's position. Decide where my pieces feel best. Calculate house. I would consider this best. Probably B, just because I'm more like that guy who just likes to go at it. I don't want to like by choice go into position to go into positional position where I can't like just have to stare at the screen for 30 minutes and be like, this pawn takes that, then right here, then over there, then I threaten fork, then he defends, but then he can fork me. I have to defend. Like, I don't love that kind of thing. I just like attacking and then calculating that attack. That's the kind of thing for me. And considering strength and weaknesses, not my thing. I'd calculate some line for white to, yeah. Like, that's how strong various possibilities are. The only reason I'm going with B is because for me, those various possibilities would usually be an attack, and that's where my fun comes in. Which is harder for you to do? Identify my advantages and building a plan? Probably B. Identified my advantages. I mean, like a 3-year-old could do that. And building a plan, I feel like if the plan isn't like if it's not like a really difficult position, like a 2600 rated puzzle, then I usually can build a plan and trade a good position for a strong attack. It's I can't always do. I can trade pieces in one move. I checkmate. Sure, I can do that, but in like a 20 move attack, like I can't. I'm not the best at noticing that stuff. So probably A. A champion. Ooh, I feel strong now. This website thinks I'm a champion. Feels right. So let's see. Attacking position. Okay, that's very true. Solid aggressive? Really? 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 I like to be solid, but really? Oh. I mean, okay. Initiative calculating. Yeah, calculating is more my thing. Like initiative, like I don't know how some people play and become a grandmaster with initiative. Like how? Just you stare at the board, you look at the pieces, you instantly do a move, and it's a good move. Like I don't get that. Emotional calm. That's just whatever. That has nothing to do with chess. I feel like champions are great fighters who play for the attack, but don't like to take undue risks. Okay, that's true. Yeah, they are emotional players who themselves and for their opponents. Deep, profound calculations that get at the heart of the position are their forte. Champions are universal players, and they won't go wild looking for a win if it's just not there. They are quite willing to play a quite quiet endgame if that is what the position demands. I agree with all of this, like when it comes to me, but this this for me is not true. I've gone wild, like thinking, okay, I can't really do anything, and then I think, oh wait, can I? And I think for 4 minutes, I have 20 seconds on the clock. So that a lot of the time that's not true for me, but they came close. Okay. Oh, I'm Gary Kasparov. Yes, let's go. Yes, Gary Kasparov. I know. Oh my God, I know where he. Come on, 13 world champion. Cool. Yeah, okay, I like my results. Pretty fun. Yeah, guys. So that'll probably be it for this video since I finished the test. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.